the damn thing again. Because that is... Let's do this again. Right, that potion for turning the water into blood.
What's the recipe for that?
Skip.
Pay close attention now.
Right, name of a
I'm all
plant.
ears.
How love turned. Once there was a knight who, though upright and noble-looking,
Prickly.
had a prickly, unapproachable appearance.
Thistle.
He fell in love with a fragile young maid, whom he saw with her sisters in a field, all wearing bright red wimples.
Poppy.
But he was afraid his prickly exterior would frighten her. So he asked the advice of another knight, a pious and learned crusader, who carried the name of the patron saint of his order.
St. John's
with
Wort.
pride.
Okay, we know where we are now. Thistle, Poppy, St. John's Wort. That is actually quite cool. And it makes a difference from games that just hand stuff to you on a plate and you just go and collect and drop off. And I should have paid proper attention the first time. But yes, I know what we're doing now. You still have the dent on the back of your old helmet that you can't buff out from the one time you tried to use a flail. I'm guessing it swung round the back of your head and clonked you. I think anyone who's ever tried to play with nunchucks will know all about that. Right then, we have an alchemy bench due north of Ledechko. Let's go check it out. See if we can get this potion made. Okay, so... yeah, I was complaining I had to listen to his tale again, but it really was hidden in there. And I thought, first time I listened to it, the moral of the story was, you put blood into the water and it turns the water red. But no, it's a little bit more in-depth than that. I do like games where you have to pay attention, even though I often don't. If it wasn't for the helmet and the lining inside, you'd have a dent in your skull. Well, you wouldn't have done it a second time. Where are we going? Carry on north? Northeast. Somewhere up here. Pretty sure I have the ingredients I need for this. That does sound nasty, though. Those flails should come with a health warning, I think. So wild. I've never had anything to eat in this game in ages. Let me go and eat from her pot. Oh, wait, hang on. I did at the bathhouse, didn't I? Yeah. Right, so I need Thistle, Poppy, and St. John's Wort. This is what we're going for. We've got any of those on me? Not a single damn one. We still have some treasure maps we could go and do in this. I don't think I'll do them tonight, though. This Poppy, we want... oh, we've only got 360. Wonder if we can afford one. St. John's Wort, 385. What am I doing with all this stuff? And a single thistle. Oh, there it is. So this is like free-form alchemy, isn't it? Musk of Infinite Allure. I wouldn't mind making one of those as well. So, if we go to the inventory, and we go to Poppy, select. Ah, we can do it this way. St. John's Wort, select, and Thistle. Select. So we'll go for one of each. You let me use them? I've got them selected. Why can't I pick one up? Right, mortar. I don't have to read the book, do I? Please, tell me no. Have I played Pony Island? I've never heard of Pony Island. What's that? Oh, liquid first. Good idea. What would it be? Water. Because they're mixing the water of the river, so I'm guessing it's water. Don't think the charlatan said anything else. Spirits, oil, wine. I don't... Oh, they drank wine. They drank wine by the river. Is it wine or is it water? Let's go for wine. Should we go for wine? They drank wine. It's the clue. Yeah, yes, it's got to be. Otherwise, it wouldn't be mentioned. Right. Start over. Don't think I need to. Cauldron, use, help. Oh, reset. There we go. Pony Island is a game that's designed to mess with you. Can't say much more because of spoilers. Oh, I've never actually heard of it. Look at that. It's a lot of wine. So this is like making a mulled wine. Get my stuff back out. Select. Now can I? Yes, now I can use it. So we grind them all up. I think I'm going to do this one at a time. Or can I do it all at, can I do it all at once? Let's try it. You go for some red wine right now, then you remember it's still Monday. Bit early in the week. Right, so let's grind that up. I don't know if this works, actually. I don't even know if I've tried grinding 3 different herbs at once. Guess we'll soon find out. I think this is how alchemy is supposed to work. This is how you're supposed to experiment and stuff. Boil it up for 1 turn. See what happens. I don't think the charlatan said anything about distilling it, did he? So, I mean, this really should turn the water red. Why would you put thistle in it, though? Surely poppy and just wine would turn the water red. Just wine, in fact. And... yay! Good one. We've got it. We got lucky there. Let's get out of here. I think we'll just do a fast travel back down that hill. Oh, I've got to go and check on that butcher's meat. Who misses. You got a Friday night after 4 days in work? Sounds good. Right then. So... pray tell, how are those chickens? 481. Can't do much about that. But I can sneak in here. Turn the water red. How am I going to do this without being seen?
Who's there? That sounded like...
oh God, where is it? Fake blood. 4? I need to get out of there, quick. Right then. Nothing suspicious there to see. To be honest, the amount of alehouse wenches Henry slept with in this game, he could probably just go into the bath and urinate in it, and it would turn it red. He's bound to have picked up the odd disease or two throughout his travels. Right, so we've done that. What else is on there in the quest? You've been reading about how the Japanese made gunpowder they used to get saltpeter from decayed corpses? You can get it from that? Really? Why is that red? Why is... oh, it's because I had a mouse over it. Okay, I thought it meant it was bugged. It is bugged, as it happens, but... replace the chickens. I've just got to do those. I've just got to do the butcher. And this bit now, so...
Good day.
anything else to do?
So, how am I doing so far?
Good work, Henry. The whole village is shaking in its boots. Soon people won't step outside the door without saying 3 Hail Marys.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm beginning to feel haunted myself.
The baths are closed. No one will tell you why. But everyone is clearly frightened.
So, the job is done, eh?
Not quite.
But you just said the whole village is shaking with fear.
The whole village, but for one individual.
Well, surely that doesn't matter.
That's what I thought too. Only this fellow is giving everyone the benefit of his wisdom. He needs shaking up before he undoes your good work.
But if he's not been scared yet, what more can I do to frighten him?
Well, when he's not hanging around here ruining my trade, he's in the tavern boasting that he'd happily sleep by that empty grave to prove there's no revenant.
Yeah, I bet he would.
Exactly. He just needs a little persuasion. And once he's there, make it the most terrifying night of his life.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
It's best to be well prepared. You ought to find out something about him, so there's no surprises.
The gossip woman?
Naturally.
She's a legend.
And Henry, before we get to that grave, you can still try and come up with more ways to frighten the villagers. The more terrified they are, the more groschen there'll be in it for me. For us, that is. See you
He's
later.
such a weasel, this guy. I do need to fix the the bailiff. Let's talk to the bailiff.
Has your
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Then buy this powder
You look a bit worried, bailiff.
How can I not be? What with the whole village complaining about ghosts?
Ghosts?
An empty grave that they say a revenant crawled out of. They talk of nothing else.
You don't think there's any truth to it?
No, it's nothing but old wives' tales.
But how come the grave is empty?
You don't need any magic to dig up a grave. A spade will do.
He's on to us.
Why would anyone do that? Surely no God-fearing Christian would dig up the grave of some poor soul who hasn't even got the piece of hallowed ground to rest in.
A God-fearing Christian? No.
So you suspect someone?
Could be. There's been a band of good-for-nothing itinerants hanging around recently.
Oh.
They weren't making any trouble, though, so I let them be. But this is going too far.
How do you know it was them?
Who else would it be?
What about the Revenant?
Oh, don't you start. That revenant of yours is nothing but idle hands doing the devil's work. I'd send them packing myself if I had the time and the men.
This guy ain't stupid.
Supposing I help you get rid of them.
You look like you know how to handle yourself.
It's a fight. I'll tell you what, though, I think we need to do this. We get rid of these guys, the Revenant stuff continues, and the bailiff then gets scared. Let's have a fight.
You bet I can. It wouldn't be wise to fool with me.
I don't doubt it, but I don't want any bloodshed in my parish. There's enough trouble already with one long-dead corpse.
Don't worry, Master Bailiff. I'll be the very soul of discretion.
Then I'll gladly accept your help. Is there anything you need to know?
Yes, we better find out who they are.
Who are these people?
Just some itinerants who'd rather roam the roads than do an honest day's work. They're not cutthroats, though, just petty thieves and beggars.
Oh, see ya, Predator, and enjoy those fish and chips. I had some at Blackpool the other day. Really nice when it was like 4 degrees outside. They were good. The Swindler is on an equal level of scheming as Blackadder. He's pretty clever. Well, it's a bit of a wild scheme. It's maybe Baldric's cunning plan, but he's definitely a schemer.
What are they doing here?
Damned if I know, or where they came from. Except for one fella who's from Ledechko. But the rest are from God knows where.
I think I should just go and beat the crap out of them.
Are they armed?
As much as any thief. Who isn't these days?
Good men and good wives.
Where can I find them?
Tavern.
Last I heard, they were a bit away from the village, across the river by the old mine.
That's all.
That's all I need to know.
That'll do.
I'll get going.
Good luck. Farewell.
Let's go and beat them up.
Of the angels.
Who's this guy? Anyone I need to? Nope. So also this will help the chickens rot a bit further as well. Then we can do those. You reckon his storytelling's godlike? He is actually pretty good. So I want to be down here. Deal with the itinerants. I haven't found any use for those rotten eggs. I'm beginning to wonder, did I even need to go and pick them up?
Mandrake roots taken straight from the gallows.
They make people ill, but I can't drop them into the food supply. Well, we'll figure something out for that. I'll take a shortcut through this guy's garden. This is not going to work. I can't jump a fence. Oh, I can. I got a little bit of a boost up. Didn't think I was going to make it over that. One bailiff making mischief in another bailiff's parish. Keep forgetting Henry's a bailiff now. Gonna get himself a reputation. Always seems to be where the trouble is. He's either like Superman or a little bit suspicious. I wonder which. Right, I'm just gonna go wading in here. Let's see what happens. Is it a fight? Derelict.
What do you want, boy?
Boy?
The bailiff sent me after you.
Oh, yeah? I'm shitting myself.
Well, you better take a good look at me and think again.
Oh, all right. What does the bailiff want from us?
I'm supposed to get you to leave.
What's the problem all of a sudden?
Someone hereabouts dug up a grave, and the bailiff reckons you lot are mixed up in it.
Sure, might as well blame us for everything, why not? I suppose we burned down Skalitz too.
Don't play the innocent lamb with me. You know what I think?
No, I don't much care.
Well, maybe you ought to.
Oh yeah? Why?
You'll get blamed for the Revenant. I'll pay you. You can help me with the haunting. But the more people we get involved in this... No.
Because the bailiff wants me to get you out of here, and he doesn't much care what state you'll be in.
But the bailiff would never allow that.
And who's going to tell him? You lot won't be talking to anyone again.
All right,
That's
we'll
one way
go.
of doing it.
Just leave us be, all right?
Oh well, they're
Come
dealt
on,
with.
lads. Best leave. It stinks of trouble here anyway.
Kind of hoping for a fight, to be honest. But anyway. Actually, where are we? Because... there is indeed a woodcutter's camp just here. Now that is very handy because we need a woodcutter for Pribyslavitz. Also, we need an executioner for Pribyslavitz. That's what we really need. But I don't think I can get any to come. It'd be funny if Henry went and got the executioner from Ratai. He owes him a favour.
Damn! Stay away from people
Right.
if you can't ride a horse.
I
you
can't ride a
moron.
horse. We've proved that already. Don't need him. We have cheated and
I'll be
used
with you, Henry.
Google. Find out that there's a woodcutter here. Take part in that tournament. Forget that. There's another woodcutter. There's one here called Raspberry. Apparently, I can talk to him.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Nope.
Good luck to you.
Thought he was here. Thought he was here. The woodcutter's camp at Ratai. Maybe this isn't the one at Ratai. Maybe this is the Dechko one. I don't know many woodcutters' camps. That's the problem. Did I say woodcutter or food cutter? Well, I maybe said food cutter, but I meant woodcutter. There's a camp there. I don't remember finding any down and around here. Raspberry is south to the inn in the glade, you think? This one. Oh, it could be. I also need to speak to Andrew again up there. And also, there was someone else I needed to speak to at the inn in the glade, around there. I need to go to Neuhof. Okay, I'll try that one. Thanks. Thanks, Shocker. We'll go up there. I'm going to say, I don't remember ever meeting a woodcutter called Raspberry in this game. So maybe that's another quest I've missed out. Maybe I've killed him by accident. It wouldn't be the first time.
Here I am, bailiff.
So, how did it go?
I dealt with them. They won't bother you anymore.
What? I hope you didn't kill them.
And why would I? I just persuaded them to leave. That's what you wanted, right?
Indeed, and I'm glad you managed it. Here's your reward. You've earned it. Take care.
600 groschen for that? This is a proper swindle. Right, so I've done that. Do I need to speak to anyone else? I need to do the rotten chickens. 73. They're not there yet. They're not ready. Who else can I talk to while I'm here? I'm going to talk to the trader. Who's this woman? Trader, mate. You have any problem with rotten eggs?
My respects to you.
Or just eggs in general? No.
Farewell.
Does he sell eggs? He doesn't. If someone sold eggs, I could...
Mother of
You!
God!
What the hell are you fooling about here for? Be off. Are you looking for me?
I think that's told me. That guy's still...
This isn't spoiled enough.
It's not ready yet. And that was a little bit in the open, but I was pretty sure it wasn't going to change it anyway. Okay, what else is on the quest list to do? No rest for the wicked. Ask the gossip about the brave lad. We can do that bit then. She's down here. How to Scam 101. I like a good scam story. Have you guys seen Food? Right, let's go and check in here for the eggs. It was on the BBC. What the hell was that show called? Groceries. It was about a load of scammers, grifters. What was it called? Hustle. I don't know if for any of you folks used to watch that. I used to love that. Well, the first season anyway was definitely the
I
best.
hope you're not after eggs.
Eggs?
Ah,
Why?
Because they've almost all gone off. Can you imagine the stink?
I don't think I want to.
Terrible it is.
Uh-huh.
Enough to make you retch.
I see.
A diabolical stink. Like you've got a dose of the...
All right, I get the picture.
Aren't you a bit oversensitive?
okay. Think of what to do with the rotten eggs. Now we've got something to do with them. Right. I guess I maybe should have talked to a few more people. What can I do with rotten eggs? What can I do with the horrendous stink? I can hear a thief somewhere. Do you hear that? Someone goes, halt thief. I don't see where the thief was, though. Is that him? Fearless Felix. Why is he Fearless Felix? Oh, this must be the guy. This must be the guy that we have to go and haunt. That'll be why I've never come across him before. Right.
Good wife.
You're still here, lad? I thought you'd have fled by now.
Fled? Why on earth would I do that?
Because there's a revenant on the prowl. The whole village is talking about it, and everyone is terrified.
Ah, that. But I heard there's one brave lad who's not afraid.
You mean Felix?
Well, I don't know what his name is, but he's always arguing in the tavern that there's no revenant.
That's him. The fool doesn't believe what's going on under his own nose. He hasn't the sense he was born with.
Is he brave or just stupid? Surely he's afraid of something.
I couldn't tell you. But if he's to be believed, he doesn't fear the devil himself.
And do you believe him?
Well, it's true he never seems bothered by anything. But then he's always with that other pair.
What pair?
Oh.
Two mates of his.
But he was alone in the tavern.
Aye, they're not locals, but outside the village, wherever he goes, they go with him.
He even said he'd spend the night at the graveside, just to prove there's no revenant.
Aye, all talk and no action.
Who are these two fellas?
They're not bad lads, but they're no heroes, that's for sure.
How's that?
Them two have their fears, but then who doesn't?
What are they afraid of?
The first one wouldn't even go into the woods alone because he's afraid of wild animals.
Ah, is that so? I wonder why.
He got lost in the forest as a young lad, and he wasn't found till next morning. Shaking and pale as a ghost he was when they found him.
Poor lad. Must have been scared out of his wits.
That he was.
What about the other one?
He's afraid of fire.
Ha ha! Fire.
His own father burned him.
Oh, God.
Forgive him. As a young lad, he was playing with fire and nearly set fire to the house. So his pa taught him a lesson he wouldn't forget.
Brutal.
Poor lad. That's a terrible way to teach a child.
I don't know, he's obviously
My words.
learnt it.
Exactly.
Ah, it's been an interesting chat. Thanks, good wife.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so what do I have to do? I have to go and sit in the darkness and make a sound like a wolf howling on fire to get them all. We'll find out. We'll find out. That is very appropriate. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Icon, thumbnail. These are the wrong words. What do you get in Twitch? Why is my brain not working?
Your service, Sir Knight.
Emote. That's a very appropriate fiery emote there, Typhon, which we're going to use.
This brave fella, Felix his name is, if we can get him to spend the night at the grave, he won't be alone. Wherever he goes, he always has two mates tagging along.
Like he's afraid to be alone.
Aha.
Could be.
So, if we could get him there alone, it shouldn't be too hard to scare him.
Maybe, maybe not. He claims he's not afraid of anything.
That's easy to say. I'm not so sure. Only, we have to get rid of the other two. What do you know about them?
One of them is afraid of wild animals. Won't even go into the woods on his own.
I see. And the other one?
Well, he's afraid of fire, but I doubt an ordinary campfire would do the trick.
Well, we'll think of something. Anyway, you take care of the first one.
How, though?
Haven't you learned anything from me? Talk to a dog.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Any particular one?
I know
Master?
the one.
The most frightening one,
Yeah,
of course.
I know the
And
one.
how am I supposed to recognise him? One looks the same as another.
By his bark, naturally. Can't you hear him? He'd scare the wits out of anyone.
That's a dog.
Either that or Satan in the guise of a beast.
All right. And what do I do with him?
Have a conversation with him and see if you can mimic his bark.
Yeah, great idea. People will think I'm barking mad.
Goodbye.
This is getting quite good fun. See, all this is all content that was bollocks, missing, couldn't be accessed in the DLC or the patch. I'm still not sure which. I don't know whether this is DLC or whether this is just the patch that brought this. Let me see if I can drop those rotten eggs in there yet. I've got some Musk of Infinite Allure. I should use that. No, I can't put rotten eggs in there, so... I've got some stinking rotten eggs. Where could I put some real stinking eggs that would cause a real mischief? Can I drink that Musk of Infinite Allure, by the way? I'm having one. Ooh, what have I got? Spurs. Washed fragrance. Overeating. Balls. I wasn't expecting that. Flower power. Infamous. No, that's all my usual stuff.